Hi, this is Glenda. I haven't had much time to play because yesterday we had a wonderful barbecue lunch with the family, grandchildren, and went on the model miniature railway, and so not much crafting. So I thought I'd try something quickly today. For ages I've had this ratty little bit of lace there to remind me that I wanted to try doing a stick pin with fan folded lace. So I was watching Fiona at Jennings 644 this morning, and she was doing the Shabby Chic stick pins. So that got me off my backside to finally try some things. So I've tried Fiona's. I think they're sort of similar, but very pretty. I must try the butterfly shaped one as well, but I ran out of time before I had to go out this morning. So then I did try my fan ones and coloured the red rose and have red hands to prove it. This one I think is more successful. You probably have to be told it's a fan. But anyway, finally got around to trying that. So that was that job. And I've been playing with feathers again. I often buy the cheap feathers before I discovered the lovely fluffy ones I recently got. And they usually have this sort of big chunky bit at the end. They're usually too long, so when you snip them you end up with a ratty bit like this left over, which Fiona uses for butterflies, but there's only so many butterflies you can make. So I was sort of trying to think, well, how can we make that more useful? So what I did, which I'll try in a second, is to simply pinch the top together with a bit of glossy accents and bring the ends together. Then on all these ones I've just added a little gemstone, and the alternative would be to put pearls or something down the centre, but just something, and you do end up with a tiny glob of glue, so preferably to cover that. This one originally I thought had just come together well without anything on it, and then I thought, well, you really can see the tiny drop of glue. Then I thought, well, trying the iron technique of from the other day, just sort of ironing it together, and these have, it certainly helps. This has been sitting for a little while now and it is separating again, so I'm thinking that's not always going to work. Obviously you're not going to save every feather, but if you can get more use out of some of them, then, you know, so much the better. So I thought we'll just try and, I'll just show you what I've been doing. Sorry. So well, this one's too ratty to actually use anyway, but you end up with this lovely down, and it's the nicest part of the feather. So unless you have posh feathers, and all the ones in the $2 shops and even a lot of the craft shops are these cheapy ones. But just bring it together, and another little dab of glue, just something on the end, and then by the time you put a flower or something on top of that, because you seldom, well, I don't anyway, use the feathers just on their own, you've got something a lot more usable, I think. So that was that idea, and you know, love it or hate it, it's just an idea. You do have to wait for the glossy accents to dry. I hate waiting for things. And then the other idea was to, this one's fairly short, but I think the short ones might even be better for this, given that other one did sort of separate a bit. You can sort of bring it together a bit with the iron. I shouldn't have chosen a purple one against the black. Possibly not to use on its own, but it does make it more usable, perhaps with a couple of others. But it certainly lets noticeable the V. So that's just my quick thought for today. And if I get more crafting time, maybe I'll have more than one thought in a day. So anyway, thanks for watching.